Raiden, say hello.
Alright. And we're back!
Say hello.
Alright, welcome back. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the first podcast. Yeah, welcome back, Ugly Fam. That's gonna be the audience's name now.
The Ugly Fam?
Yeah. Cause you know how like some YouTubers like, you know?
Yeah.
Cause like we're so famous now, right? Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Right, Rainen? Yeah. Alright. Thank you to those who watched and subscribed to our channel. Like I said, it's just for fun. We're really bored, so to start things off with the second podcast, we're just gonna dive right into it. So we had more questions than last week, so thank you guys. Hopefully it continues and we ramp up more questions and every week. So all right, let's get started. All right, so for the first question, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, how did y'all meet your significant other? So I'm pretty sure like they meant like how did we meet each other, unless we have other significant others, you know. But you can go first.
Well, I only have you, but you probably have another one.
That's a lie. She's crazy. All right, you can go first. Oh,
It's okay.
Right.
Basically we just met because we had because I was like friends with his cousins and like people who were friends with him, and then we met when we were like 12 years old. And if any one of you say that I didn't like him because he was fat,
I was not fat. I was cute.
Anyways, that's not true. So yeah, but yeah, back then when we were 12, he used to have a crush on me. But then I didn't like him because I thought he was like a weird guy, which he still is. He's kind of an oddball. And so, yeah. But then, I don't know. I guess he came back to me.
Alright, is that it?
Yeah.
Alright, well that was a boring story. Alright, let me reread the question so I can... Okay, how did we meet? Alright, so... Alright, now from my perspective. Alright, so... I technically didn't meet her first. We started talking first, so... How we started talking was from my cousin Yachi. Shout out to Yachi. We played a game of horse. I forgot where we played it. I forgot if it was
County
here.
Park.
Yeah, I think it was at County Park in Oshkosh. And we played horse just for fun, and then we made a bet, which the bet was if I lose to him, I would have to go talk to this girl, which was her. And then I forgot what my bet was. I totally forgot, but I lost.
Because you're trash.
I felt like it was a close game, I'm pretty sure, you know. But yes, I lost in horse, and then later that night, it was weird because I think we did play in Oshkosh, but then we slept back over here in Appleton. And then that night in my room, he was like, yeah, you gotta go add this girl on Facebook and start talking to her. And so I did. So I added Julianne on Facebook. By the way, we were like,
we were 12.
12 in like middle school.
We were like in 7th grade.
So I added her, and then she added me like back pretty quickly, which was weird because like just a random guy added you. And then I started messaging her, and we did talk that night, and not for like a while, but for like a little bit. And then you know what happened? She unfriended me. She unfriended me.
Because I told you I thought that you were weird.
So why did she even add me in the first place? So like she accepted my friend request. We started talking, and then later that night, no, she said she was gonna she'll be right back, and then she unfriended me. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, so she unfriended me. What an asshole. And then yeah, that's technically how we met.
Why are you exposing me?
So yeah, she thought she was slick. Like how are you slick by unfriending somebody?
There was an internet issue.
So she said she was gonna go do something, and then it's not like you're like talking on the phone and you can like make something up. But no, she just like unfriended me, and then
Stop exposing me.
And then well, like I want to say like a couple weeks later or like a month later, like we added each other again and started talking again.
Yeah,
something like
and then
that.
I guess I really got to know him, and I guess he
Yeah.
wasn't that weird, but I still didn't like him.
I don't remember how the second interaction was because I would have been like, you know.
I don't remember. We just kind of became friends because then
yeah, asshole, right? That's how we met. So technically, through Facebook and through mutual friends as well.
Okay,
so.
wait, but then skip to the second time. Okay, so then like we were friends for a while, and then like when we like got into high school, we kind of stopped talking.
That's
and
not
then,
the question. The question was just how did we meet each other?
But then I guess technically there's a second part to it. Because
no, there's not. It's just one part when we met each other. That was the part. And you were an asshole, right, Rainin? Mommy's mean, right?
And I mean, no.
Okay. All right. So that's how we met each other. So going to the second question, these kind of relate. So how did y'all know y'all were the one? How did y'all know they were the one to spend your life forever with? As parents, oh, never mind. That was the second question. Another question. But all right. So how did y'all know y'all were basically the one for each other and spending like forever?
I knew you were the one for me because you let me use your money. Just kidding.
You're literally gonna roast yourself. People are gonna roast you for that.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Just because.
That's a hard question.
Just because. I just liked you, and you were nice to me, and you loved me.
Yo, this is a weak answer, man.
Okay, you go then.
Alright. So, how did we know we were, I guess just like the compatibility and our like connection.
Why are you playing with this?
I don't know. It's the sun. Just kidding, it's just toy play. I'm just fanning myself. But yeah, I guess just the compatibility where I felt like it's weird because like I feel like we are very opposite. Well, you know how like they always say like opposites attract? Cause like I feel like.
Oh, like for example, you're dumb and I'm smart.
No, not
I'm
really.
cool and you're lame.
Yeah, definitely not. No, but opposites attract and like when we really think about it, like do we have a lot in common?
Yeah, we do.
Like what?
Like we both love going shopping.
Okay, those are just like no, but like when you think of like just like things in general.
Oh,
he just puked.
gosh.
I'll zoom in on that for you guys. Are you okay?
You're okay.
Are you
baby.
okay?
Yeah, you're okay.
Do you need some fanning? Ew, you're so
Yeah,
ecky.
you do it since you're. Okay, you're fine, babe. You want to stand?
Okay, so what was I talking about?
Opposites.
You think you're funny? Okay, yeah, so we're like opposites. I felt like we were very compatible. And then, I guess like in high school, we weren't really thinking about like marriage and everything, but it was until like, of course, definitely college where, our goals aligned with each other. So that's what made me really think that she was the one for me because, not advice for you guys, but just like, it's nice to like talk about your like lifelong goals with each other before settling down just because, I feel like if you guys don't have quite the same similar goals, then I feel like sometimes it doesn't work out just because different people want different things. So, wow, that's pretty deep, man. We getting deep here. But yeah, it's just like we had similar goals of like, you know, along the line, and we really got to know each other, especially living together in an apartment in college. Like what, is that funny? Icky boy. So yeah, we got to live together in college. So we got to, like, people thought it was like amazing. Like, I felt like the first year was definitely super hard. It was just us two, by the way, in an apartment, and we really got to learn a lot about each other. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So yeah, basically like, you know, same goals, stuff like that, compatibility, the connection. So yeah. Do you want to up your answer, or is that all you got? That's all she's got. Next question.
Okay.
All right. Oh, so for kids, so as parents, what is the ideal amount of children y'all would have or y'all want?
I want 5 or 6. But if we were rich,
Like how
then,
rich?
Like rich enough to have 10 kids, then I would have 10 kids.
How much is rich?
I don't know, enough to support 10 kids. However much to
Okay.
support 10 kids.
Yeah, so we already talked about this question.
Oh, also,
What?
If we had a car big enough for 10 kids.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Which that's like, I'm not gonna get like a freaking bus, so we probably can never have 10 kids, but yeah.
Yeah, we already talked about this. So we say like 4 to 6, so 4, 5, 6, within those ranges. Just because we want our kids to have siblings and everything. So, right? Yeah, it's a yeah. So yeah, around 4 to 5 to 6. I don't know. Some people may think that's a lot.
That's not even a lot.
That may be a lot to them, but some people want like 12 kids, where they're like, oh, you only want 4 to 6, have more. So yeah, around 4, 5, 6.
He's happier at this time.
Yeah,
he wasn't happy in the
he's
first
talkative.
one.
He's not camera shy anymore. He's used to this.
Yeah.
All right, so around 4, 5, 6. So we both talked about this, going back to like, you gotta talk about your goals. So basically, well, this is, I guess you could say like amount of kids could be a goal as a couple. So yeah, we already talked about this and everything, and we both agree. So going on to the next question, as new parents, how much of the Hmong culture and Hmong traditions do you want your kids to learn and carry forward?
Well, I definitely want them to be able to speak Hmong. Like, they don't have to be perfect, but at least enough like me and Tujer where we can like talk and like have a conversation, yeah, with elders. And because like some people, like, I mean, like, if you don't know how to speak Hmong, like, it's fine because that's just, nobody ever taught you, so it's not your fault. But like, when you don't know how to speak Hmong, then like when people talk to you and you're just like and I don't know, I just feel like that's like kind of like, I don't know, like a little bit disrespectful, because like, I don't know, they're trying to talk to you and like you don't know how to talk back to them, so it's just like, I guess, kind of sad. But definitely know how to speak Hmong, at least like the basics, like if you were to go to Laos or something, you can speak Hmong to them. And then I don't really care if they like do traditional like shamanism or not. Tutor probably cares, but I don't know, because I'm not really a religion person, so I don't care if what they want to believe in like is whatever, it's fine. And what else, like I don't know, I guess like what else is there? Oh, I want them to eat Hmong food. Obviously, Hmong food is so good.
I feel like that's like the easiest. Like when generations go on, I feel like Hmong food's gonna be like the only thing that's gonna be alive. All right, so this is like my input. Like, we want our traditions and culture to live on, but let's be very honest, even with our generations, it's already dying. The Hmong language is already dying. The culture and traditions definitely are dying. So we can't really say like, yes, we want it to live on. Like, all of us, I'm pretty sure, like all Hmong people out there want them to live on, but it's really hard, just because like coming into like, especially our parents, because I'm technically a part of the first generation here in the United States. It's hard just because you're coming here with parents like who are immigrants and everything, and then you come to this new, basically it's like a new world for them, and you gotta like change with it. And especially us, like first generations, a lot of people have like identity crisis just because you're Hmong at home, but then when you go to school, it's just like, all right, you don't fit in, so what do you do? So it's really hard to like say about like culture and traditions. Like I said, if I would love to keep our traditions going, maybe not all of it, because let's face it, some culture and traditions, like what's the word? I feel like isn't necessary. Like when you think about it, like Hmong weddings, do we really need to drink that much? Come on, like half the Hmong population got gout. But it's
you
just
love
like
drinking, bro. You're
okay,
the one that's drinking a lot at Hmong weddings.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, because like when you think of Hmong weddings, all people know about, you just say drinking. So it's like, do we really want like that tradition or like culture to like live on? Like let's say like the very traditional stuff, like saying like, the sayings at the tables, we can keep all that and everything, but like, let's say if like, our new Hmong brother or our new brother-in-law who are from anywhere, like doesn't drink, like, a lot of people are like really like, I don't know, mean about that, making them drink and everything. It's just like, we don't necessarily need all that and everything. But if you want to drink, go ahead, just drink responsibly. responsibility. But yeah, it's just like, you know, you want to keep the Hmong culture and traditions going, but it's very hard. But it's definitely on us, the newer generations, because we're basically the ones that, you know, our elders are all getting old already. It's really hard to see Hmong school, Hmong classes. Like, I do want to like learn more about it. Something I regret is not going to Hmong school when I was younger. Just because I just didn't want to. But if we see opportunities for our kids, we would maybe, like, you know, I feel like I want to make my kids go to Hmong school, but then they might hate me for it. But hopefully when they grow up and everything, they look at it differently. Like, yeah, I know, you look at it from a different perspective, where you're just like, wow, like my parents wanted us to like
oh, baby.
But like, just going back, like I said, like I want to make them go to Hmong school, so like they're not like me, who have like an identity crisis in like elementary school. Growing up, it's just like, it's hard, especially as like a first generation, like, you know, you don't know who you really are and who you identify as. So hopefully they can grow up and be proud of who they are and like embrace their cultures and traditions and their differences. So sorry, I kind of rambled on that, but all right, what are some tips you would give to someone seeking a relationship?
I would say, first of all, don't seek it. Like, don't like try to find somebody, because I feel like relationships is not something that you should look for. It just like happens, you know, like you know, you don't ever plan to like get a girlfriend, right? It just kind of happens because you like them and then you want to be with them, and then it goes from there, right? Mm-hmm. So like, don't seek it. Wait, what's the question?
Tips for someone seeking
how
a
about
relationship.
2 people who have just... Okay, but the second part of that question is tips for 2 people who have just started dating. We already touched on this earlier, but why are you looking at me? But really get to know them. And getting to know them actually takes a lot of time, because so like, how long we were dating for like 5 years before we got married. And
was it?
Yeah.
5 years.
And we like really took a long time to really get to know each other. So like Tudor said, we lived together for like 2 years, and so in those 2 years living together, plus our senior year of high school, so that's 3 total years of being together at that point in time. It took like, that was when I felt like we really knew each other. And then yeah, so I guess just take your time getting to know them, and see if you really want to be with them, and make sure they're nice to you. Know your worth and don't settle for someone who is not nice to you. Because otherwise you're gonna be miserable for the rest of your life if you end up marrying them. Kind of like me.
Whoa, I thought you were like bashing. You better chill. All right.
I'm just kidding.
What was the question? Oh yeah. What Juliana said, like, don't seek a relationship. I feel like the relationships that not the right ones, but the more memorable ones, where you actually learn like life lessons and learn a lot from the relationships, are the ones you don't seek for. So don't seek a relationship. If the one comes along, like, they'll come along, you know it's right and everything. And it's kind of hard to say, just because, like, let's say if you don't seek, like, you may be forever alone. I don't know, maybe.
Okay,
that's fine.
If you're like 40 years old, then maybe you could seek,
But you know, like I said, like, it's fine being.
Is that funny?
Yeah, it's fine, like, being alone. Like, sometimes, like, you know, like, there are definitely people out there who don't need a significant other and who are fine with that, and that's totally fine. So, you know, seek and conquer, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, don't seek. The right one will come to you. And what's the second question? Like,
advice you give to 2 people who just started dating.
Communication. I feel like communication's you can always work on communication. I've been really independent my whole life. I've been like single for 17 years until I started dating her, and my communication skills was very bad, and I didn't know, like, I had to tell her, like, oh, I'm here at the moment, or like, hey, I'm pooping, I'm in the bathroom. No, I'm just kidding.
You don't have to tell me that.
But it's just like communication skills of, like, you know, because my communication, I was always very independent, only did things to myself, like, you know, so definitely communication is key in a relationship. And yeah, you listening too? Stop it. Stop eating your hand. And then trust. Trust in your significant other. Know that, you know. So yeah, communication, trust. Those are my advice. Other than that, learn together.
Oh.
Just wait.
Okay.
Learn together and learn as you go. Just because no relationship is perfect. You're gonna have fights. You're gonna have arguments. Grow from that. If you always have arguments and everything, then maybe it's just like, all right, seeing what's wrong in the relationship. But yeah, right?
Another thing is learn their love language. So like, for example, my love language is physical touch. So, so like, when I don't get a lot of physical touch, then I feel like sad or like unappreciated. But then when Tujer like gives me the physical touch, then I feel like loved again. So like, make sure you know how they like to be loved, because, you know, some people might like it when you buy them a bunch of stuff, you know, or some people might like it when you help them or when you say kind things to them or whatever. So, and if you don't know what the love languages are, then you can Google it.
All right. Yeah, what she said. All right. So our next question is, what are your dreams and goals you want to achieve in the next 10 years?
Well, in the next 10 years, hopefully all 5 to 6 of our kids are here, because
yes.
Yeah, I want to have all my kids before I'm 30. And then hopefully we have moved out of this house. And hopefully we both have good jobs. Well, you already have a good job, but hopefully you get like promoted and whatever. And I don't know, I guess that's it. Just to be out of the house and have more kids.
To go, what she said, yeah, to have all of our kids, and of course to keep growing physically, mentally, morally, whether that's in your career field, whether that's like within your hobbies or whatever, just everything in general. And yeah, move out of this house. Lived in this house like my whole life and everything. Wouldn't be nice to get out of this house in the city. So
oh yes, leave the city.
Yeah, just because new opportunities, new places. I feel like just to like grow more as a person and as a family. So I guess those are our goals. Yeah. All right, sorry, the camera stopped. But going back on the question, would you guys fly out to Florida if I purchased flight tickets for you and your family to join us on our podcast? Very interesting question, because I think only our friends and families can ask us questions. So whoever you are,
expose yourself.
Email us at the.uggliez@gmail.com. But would we? Yes, but I feel bad for you to purchase us tickets, because I don't think we're that interesting, unless you're gonna make us famous or something. No, I'm just kidding. But I would feel bad if you purchase us tickets, because I feel like I said, we're not that important, I guess, and we're not that valuable for you to be spending your money on us to fly out to Florida. But yeah, I would just feel bad. But whoever you are, it's cool that you have a podcast too. It would be cool. We would fly out to Florida and everything. But yeah, I guess just email us at our Gmail, or personally message me on Facebook, because I think that's how you ask your questions. But yeah, we would totally be down. Whoever you are, reveal yourself, just because very thoughtful, and how nice of you to say that you would fly us out to join you in your podcast. But yeah, that's all we got. I don't want the podcast to be too long, so we're just gonna wrap it like that. So
say bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Here, let me put you in the camera. Ready? Say bye-bye.
Smile.
Look. Do you see yourself? Okay.
He smiled.
Boom. Test 1, 2. Say hi, Rainin. Say hi. Are you frozen?